from Dodger Stadium, we got a bit of a wet one coming at you. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab in this one, Dustin May. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Otto Lopez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
No.
Hard hit, right side. To first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. And time now for the Marlins lineup. In that leadoff spot, a guy they're looking to get going, Otto Lopez.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them, and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Dane Myers now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. One down, base is empty. Not even close there. And 1-1. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One out. Base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Draws the walk there. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. May over to first, and he's back in there. Clips the outside corner. That's strike one. Ground ball right side. Kim. Awesome play there.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
And next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And the
Ball
first
one.
pitch misses for ball one. Hit hard, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. I don't know how he was able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now at the plate, Kyle Stowers.
Ball.
Just missed.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
May over to first. And he's back safely. Norby off of first with 2 away. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Out to short. Bats up with it. Throws across the diamond. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Edward Cabrera.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Hesung Kim leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 4th on the batting average leaderboard in the National League. And first offering is fouled off. Betts with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Ripped to third and caught.
Time
to check out the Dodgers lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
No strikes.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
That one at 95 missed up top. And the count is 2-0. Just missed. Freddie Freeman waiting for a turn at the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Dodgers go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Second inning
Leading
set
off
to
for
go.
the Marlins,
Now here
third
is
baseman,
David Fry. May back to work. Outside corner, there's a strike. And that one fouled off. On the ground, right side. Freeman takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7th, right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
And now here is Jesus Sanchez.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
First pitch, not close. May, he's kind of interesting. You know, when you dig into the tendencies, he does a good job of limiting the hits, but the walks continue to be a problem. May delivers. Yeah, that's fouled off. Is it fair to say that a guy that sometimes will struggle with walks, that's the type of guy that is going to be inconsistent because the command isn't there?
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot with guys younger in their careers, that, you know, figuring out the command, figuring out the control, and understanding, you know, the difference between control and command. Control, I can throw strikes. Command says I can throw it where I want to in the strike zone.
Max Scherzer's a good example of that. A guy in Detroit, it took him a while to figure out how to control, how to command, and now he throws it where he wants to pretty much all the time. May fires. In the air, left field, down the line. Hernandez makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Griffin
2
Conine.
outs, base is empty. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just off the outside edge. Lifted in the air, out to left. Hernandez settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Back here in LA, here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
First pitch misses. And another ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Myers makes the grab. 1 down.
Batting 5th, catcher Will
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swings and misses at the initial offering. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Next offering down in the dirt. That's a little bit low. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, Lopez. On to first. He's out. That's the inning. Dodgers down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to him. Liam Hicks. Hicks, 25 years old. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The other way, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately.
Otto
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a foul ball. May comes set. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, center fielder Dane Myers.
And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And that is out of play. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Struck him out swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. In the dirt, but kept close. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And now Connor Norby, and there's a fly ball deep right field. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He's safe. And they're up by 3.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Late swing, foul to the left.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And that one wrapped foul. Here's the 0-2. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
Norby on third with 2 out. And Big Red gets his second strikeout of the game. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Dodgers nothing. As we go to the last of the third, here comes Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
This one in the air. Edwards. And it's caught for the out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Andy Pajes stands in now and watches strike 1. Inside, just missed. High fly ball right field. Sanchez gets under it and makes the grab. 2 away now.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Tommy.
2 down, bases empty. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That's in there, and that's strike one. And ball one. And that's outside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That misses the zone. 3-2 down. Upstairs, and that is ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Ha-Seong Kim digs in now. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's in there. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
1-2.
In the dirt. Caught and missed. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the Dodgers leave one, still down 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, David Fry. Just missed. And that one pulled foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And they'll do it again. That one missed.
2-2.
Just off the outside edge, and now it's 3-2. Stays alive.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Sanchez takes low, second trip to the plate in this one.
Ball 2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Up the middle, Kim. Throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Griffin Conine.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Griffin Conine. He's 0 for 1. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes. Ahoy!
Out to short. Slings to first. May gets him quickly and quietly. 1, 2, 3. And the Marlins down quietly. But they lead it 3-0. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
off
4.
for the
And now the
Dodgers.
shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And that one sliced foul. A little bit low. And it's a ball and a strike.
Ahoy!
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Now
It's a
batting,
dangerous throw for the
designated
first
hitter,
baseman to try to handle right there.
Ohtani.
Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Next
Ball
offering
2.
upstairs. The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. And that misses. And that's ball 3. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
Freeman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. One to 0 to Freddie Freeman.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
2 balls, no strikes.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Now Freeman drives one deep to right. And out of here. He made him pay for that one. And we're level. It's 3-3.
Freddie has such a smooth swing. He makes these home runs look so effortless. When you fall behind in the count 2-0, you still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it, and a hitter's count.
the plate, Will Smith. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Conine snags it, and there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time. Fouled off down the right side. Still only one out here in the inning. Strike two.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That missed inside. Now 1-2. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Max Muncy at the dish. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone. Strike one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second. That one not close. Now 1-2. Got him. Breaking ball clips the outside edge. Big 3-run shot for the Dodgers. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Funk up the place. We just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control. We can take this right, go faster or slow.
May back to work. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That's outside, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And downstairs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swung on, belted. Back there. And it's off the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. Has grounded out a couple of times. And that one fouled off. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, they locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And, you know, with two strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Grounds one to short. Betts whips it to first, but the go-ahead run comes in to score.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Lined, and that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Now
Connor
it's the
Norby.
DH, Connor Norby. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down the second base to end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, Andy Pajes.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one in there across the letters.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And a count 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one to first, and that's a foul ball. And there's a ball. Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Walked his first time. There's a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Declan Cronin, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Tinoco, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Late that time, and it's strike two. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Kim stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
No strike.
Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count 1-1. That's down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Konai going back on this one, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The next pitch misses. Full count now.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Out to short, Edwards. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still down a run. It's 4-3.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Evan Phillips.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. Norby, 24 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Next pitch is outside.
That's a ball.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Full count.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pajes makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kyle
Stowers. The next up for the Marlins. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78 also getting ready. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Muncy makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, David Fry.
2 down, base is empty. And here is David Fry. Right through there for a strike. Fought off foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Marlins 4 and the Dodgers 3. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Declan Cronin.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Here's Betts.
Leading off for
Singing, you
the
can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Hit in the air, left field, Edwards. Rings it in, and there's one away. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Ohtani stands in here, takes ball one low. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bender, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That one the other way. And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Ohtani around second, headed for third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Smith will hit next. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Ohtani on third. Freeman at first. One gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Shohei to the plate and scores. And it's an RBI single, tie ball game, 4-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, one out. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. And that one missing low.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach should go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Tied at 4. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And that's ripped for a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Stepping in the long ball threat, Max Muncy. And he takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1, and that's 2.
Got him. That's an out.
So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 4 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez.
Right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering upstairs.
1-2.
Tied at 4. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 away.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Griffin Conant getting ready to hit. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Yates, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. One down, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Ranging back to the warning track. Makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And here's the catcher, Liam Hicks.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That just misses. And that is
One
ball
ball,
one.
no strikes.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hernandez makes the catch, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for
We're
Miami.
back in a new pitcher here to start
Number
the bottom of the
43.
7th. Andrew Nardi. Hasn't
Nardi.
pitched in the last 3 days. Andy Pajes
Leading off
steps to the plate for the
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Right fielder, Andy Pajes.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A laser to left. His 4th home run of the season. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 5-4.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And the batter now, Tommy Edman. A strikeout and a walk. That one is
1-0.
upstairs. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. That one fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Sanchez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman,
Hyun-Sung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
Bunting for a hit. He's safe. On with a bunt single.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Man at first with one gone. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. Betts chasing that time.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Kim leads off first with 1 away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Snap throw to first.
Yes,
Kim back in on a dive. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw. Save. Man at second. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And it's 6-4.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering misses down and away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering upstairs.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
The count 2-1. Grounder might be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Two outs and one in scoring position. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Just missed. Too low, and it's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Man on second, 2 down. That one ripped. Bangs off the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and they take a 3-run lead. It's a double, third hit of the night for him, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Nardi won't go any further tonight. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Now
Miami.
a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Jesus Tinoco.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Will Smith digs in now. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Here comes Freddie around third. He'll score.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch misses. Runner at second, 2 down.
No, outside.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That's through there for a strike.
2-1.
Inside, just missed. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Max Muncy. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
That's way outside. And the count now 2-0.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake. Two on, 2 outs.
Right through there for a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
That one misses. 3-1 now. Andy Pajes would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 on, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 outs, bases full. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Two outs. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The Dodgers threatening. Battling here as he fouls it away. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Takes it to the base for the force out. Ping-pongs around a bit, but they get the out, and that ends the inning. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Marlins 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Vesia.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Alex Vesia.
Leading off, Otto Lopez. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
He swings and fouls one off. In the air out to center. Edman sprinting for this one. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Myers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ball one there. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Miami down in order. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll into the
37.
bottom of the 8th. Anthony Bender.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
So digging in,
Leading
Tommy
off
Edman.
for the Dodgers, center fielder Tommy Edman.
First
No.
pitch just misses. That's a ball.
No.
Went with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
2 balls. 1 strike.
Cut on and missed. 96 with that fastball.
2 balls.
This guy's sink
2
has
strikes.
so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Got him swinging.
Now batting.
And next for
Second
LA,
baseman,
Hessun Kim. And that's
That's a
off the
ball.
outside edge. And it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Sandy Alcantara, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Little, the power lefty, up as well. The 1-0. That catches the corner. On the ground. On the run, throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Oh, it's a nice
Now
forehand
batting,
stop. Kept the ball
shortstop,
from getting to the
Mookie
outfield, but he had a little
Betts.
trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mookie now. And right back to the mound. And the Dodgers are set down in order. 3 up, 3 down for them there. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Marlins 4. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the DH, Connor Norby. Garcia back to work. That's in there. And that is strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tony Gonsolin looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Sasaki getting loose as well. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
On the ground to short. Bats up with it. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Well, I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And here's the first baseman, Kyle Stowers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Garcia, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed
1 ball,
there.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1 and 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, David Fry.
So a man at first. David Fry, the next up for the Marlins. Just off the inside edge. Man at first, 1 away. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Popped up. Muncy. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
So they're down to their final out. Now here is Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take the first 2 games of this series.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series. So you would think the work is done, but when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for Game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself for good things down the stretch.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.